Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam, and in today's video, we are going to talk about Crystal Palace versus West Ham. In fact, when you go to X, formerly known as Twitter, Ghanaians are talking about West Ham. Investors are worried that, in 20 minutes, West Ham conceded 3 goals. And in today's video, we are going to take a look at the game. We are also going to take a look at the performance from Mohammed, Kudus, who started for West Ham, and also Jordan Ayew, who came in the second half for Crystal Palace. We are going to talk about Antoine, semenyo, amongst many others. So guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed too, thank you very much, and may God richly bless you. So quickly, let's jump into it and talk about the game, Crystal Palace versus West Ham. Now, when the game started, one thing I noticed about the Crystal Palace team was that their front three was just too little. Olise, Eze, and then Mateta. They made sure they did the job in only 20 minutes. As simple as that. Now, one would, come into the defense of West Ham saying that West Ham have heavy fixtures. They played in the Europa League on Thursday, and coming in Sunday, most of the players are tired, they are fatigued. But honestly, I'm just going to say this. David Moyes, it's high time the coach is changed. As simple as that. See, West Ham, looking at the pool of players they have, they need a new coach. David Moyes is not really helping the team. I saw that against Bayern Leverkusen, and I told you that Bayern Leverkusen game, West Ham could have easily won that game, but the tactical change from Alonso helped Bayern Leverkusen draw that game. And today again, I saw the same thing from David Moyes. He doesn't change his style, and I think he affected West Ham in a very heavy way. Mohammed Kudus in that game really did not give me that Kudus we used to see in the first half. And I've been saying it quite of late. When the whole team doesn't perform well, it affects Kudus' performance. Even though he tries and tries, you don't even see it coming. Because once again, I don't understand why West Ham, with the firepower they have, would still be defended. I just think of this and I don't know why. Now, one will be asking, what about Jordan Ayew? Now, Jordan Ayew didn't start that game. And I'm going to say this. If Olise is fit, if Eze is fit, it would be so difficult for Jordan Ayew to enter into the starting 11 for Crystal Palace. Because today's game, if you see how these two players control the game, and this looks like a different Crystal Palace, because the Crystal Palace you and I used to know, they defend a lot. But this Crystal Palace are more possessive. I don't know if it's because they were playing at home, but then this Crystal Palace looks a bit different. They possessed the ball very well. They took their chances. They were clinical. They created more chances in the game. And in 20 minutes, they scored 3 goals. In fact, as at 20 minutes, the wingers have already scored goal. Olise had already scored 1 goal, and also Eze had already scored. And Eze's goal, please, that is a goal of a season contender. That goal from Eze is a goal of the season contender. That goal was just beautifully done. And West Ham today, today West Ham didn't come to the party. And I'm going to say this. If David Moyes is not changed, West Ham will continue having this kind of problems. It's as simple as that. This is the last straw that broke the camel's back for me. Because I feel like David Moyes is not really helping bring out the quality out of the pool of players it's having at West Ham. And it's affecting our star boy. It's affecting Mohammed Kudus. Now, Jordan Ayew was introduced in the game in the 68th minute, and he came in to replace Olise, who performed wonderfully well in my own opinion. Olise was on top of his game today. And you see, the Crystal Palace front three, they all scored a goal today. Olise, Mateta, Eze, everyone scored a goal today. If you look at the game, after first half, you stop watching it because it was a massacre. It was a massacre. And Mohammed Kudus, let's not lie, he really didn't perform in the first half. Even in the second half, it was, a bit better. But then still, the West Ham team, I don't know what is there. Second half, they were still conceding. See, I'm even talking too much. But guys, let me know your thoughts about the performance of West Ham. And what do you think would even change West Ham's performance? Do you think the coach should be changed, or, the players, do you think they need more quality? Because I look at West Ham, their last 2 games and the one they played today, West Ham are having a serious problem when it comes to focus. They're not, especially the defense. Ogbonna and Zuma combination, bad combo. I'm going to tell you this, bad combo. But then, let's talk about Mohammed Kudus. In the game, I'm going to say it as I said earlier, he really didn't perform well. And I think it's a whole general team issue. The whole team didn't perform well. 2, I felt like most of the players were fatigued. They were tired. looking at the very fixtures they had to play. Sunday playing on Thursday and playing on Sunday again. It's like it's too close. They're playing a lot of games. They have to travel. I mean, that whole thing. And I mean, yes, I mean, it's not an excuse, but then it can be an excuse also because of, like, I mean, the kind of how close the fixtures were. But then Mohammed Kudus, you can see his player statistics, really didn't put in much of an effort in the game as we all hoped to. And I think it robbed off the whole team. The whole team was just that generally bad. So Mohammed Kudus, for me, I mean, not. While when it comes to Jordan Ayew, I mean, he came in the second half. By the time he was in the game, and Crystal Palace had already won majority of whatever it was in that game. So, I mean, Jordan Ayew too, you can see his player statistics here in numbers. He came in, replaced Olise, and everything was going on well. But I fear Jordan Ayew's starting position with Crystal Palace might be in trouble if Olise and Eze are fit. I don't think Jordan Ayew is going to start at Crystal Palace. Let's be honest, because the boys, they play. They play hard. Wow, they play. But guys, let me know your thoughts about the performances from Kudus, who had a bad first half, but the second half was good, and also Jordan Ayew, who was featured in the second half of Crystal Palace. Not far away from that, and talk about Antoine, Semenyo. Now, Semenyo missed a few games for Bournemouth. The last game Semenyo played for Bournemouth was on the 6th in this month, and that game was against Luton Town. Since then, he picked up some injuries and did not play any game for them. Today against Aston Villa, Semenyo returned, but then he didn't start the game. He was on the bench and he was introduced into the game in the 63rd minute. Yes, he was introduced into the game in the 63rd minute. But once again, they were playing against Aston Villa, and Aston Villa is a very strong side. Looking at the victory they had in the Europa League, in that penalty shootout, the whole thing, I mean, it has given them that kind of boost. And when they were playing at home, Aston Villa were playing at home. And if you look at Aston Villa this season, I'm telling you, see, they are one of the underrated teams in the English Premier League, and they have a very good pool of players, both those who start and those on the bench. Aston Villa is one thing that I think this season have really been the revelation of, like, if you want a team that has revealed itself, it is Aston Villa. And today they really showed class when we were playing against Bournemouth, and Bournemouth were no match for them. Even though they played during the midweek in the Europa League, they're doing the work. They're doing the work today. That's why I'm saying that West Ham has no excuse, because the likes of Aston Villa, Man City, even though they play during the midweek, are still getting the job done on the weekends. Then West Ham have no excuse. But then the truth is that Semenyo came into the game. He didn't really, put in much inputs that would have helped Bournemouth get all 3 points, or probably get 1 point in that game. I mean, by the time he was in the game, Aston Villa had already dominated the game. They were playing, they were at home, they had the fans and everything. But then, guys, let me know your thoughts about the performances of Semenyo. You can see his player statistics on the screen. And also that of Mohammed Kudus and Jordan Ayew. I mean, these two players, Black Stars are around them. You'll be playing it for some few years. We want to see them perform very well at club side so that they can replicate that in the national team. And I'm just excited to bring you my own reaction and also analysis from these 3 players who featured for their club side today. Let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. I'll make sure to see you in the next video. Charlie, we will bye.